Right guys, you know I'm always saying how good it is to feel like you've got the whole beach to yourself. Well, just look at this. I can't believe this right now. I'm in Cambers Sands, which is in East Sussex, and today I'm going to give you a walk along the beach. This could actually be one of the best beaches in southern England. So let's see, is it worth a visit this summer? Come with me and find out. Let's go. And here we are, Cambers Sands. Just check this out as a starting point. Absolutely incredible. And just over that barrier, it's the estuary to the River Rother. And if you go further up that way, where Rye Harbour is, they do have actual boat tours, seal tours, go down the East Sussex coast. So you can see some of the seal colonies. But yeah, this is the beach. This part of the beach, I'm kind of at the western point, and this is dog friendly down here. I did read online people were saying that they were on the beach and then suddenly they got a fine because their dog was with them. Oh, sorry, water. I think this part of the beach is definitely dog friendly. I've seen loads already having an absolute ball of a time. It didn't look it, but this part of the sand is actually very muddy. My anxiety is telling me that I'm going to fall in like quicksand. Wait for it, wait for it. Ah, there it is. The fresh river. I can't believe I've actually just walked all the way down here. I've left Bryony back that way somewhere. Look how clear the water is. There's Squawky down there having a swim. Very much appreciate that hut as well. Imagine living in there. Just to give you an idea of where we are, if you carry on walking down that way, you'll eventually get to Hastings and then Eastbourne, etc. But we're walking down that way this morning. There's a doggo there. But fascinating part of Cambers Sands is this up here. Because I'll have you know, this is the only sand dune system in East Sussex. Can you believe it? So you can either walk down the beach or walk down the dunes. This dog has been walking alongside me for quite a few minutes now. But I know his owners are actually sitting back there on the wall. So that is hilarious. Hopefully he makes his way back in a minute. Hi. Yeah, the only sand dunes in East Sussex. When I think of sand dunes, I just think of that stretch along the Norfolk coast, you know, like Hemsby and Winterton. To be honest, I didn't know there were any dunes around here. If it was a windy day, you could take a picnic back there, sit out of the wind. Myself, I'll probably sit on a picnic blanket with a few cans of Thunderbird and drink the day away. And obviously I said they do seal safaris, but has anyone ever seen any seals on this beach itself, on the dunes? Let me know in the comments. Now I'm a bit further along, this should be funny. I'm going to attempt to climb up. You know me and my knees. I'm not sure how well this is going to go down. Oh, straight away. Oh, straight away. Oh, when you get into this bit, the wind goes and the heat really does hit you. Ow. All of a sudden it's very spiky. I need to get back down. That hurt. Ferocious spikes. You can see what I mean, right? It's got to be one of the sandiest beaches around. And it's funny, in East Sussex it's one of the only sandy beaches, because if you think of Hastings and Brighton, all of those just shingle. So if you're looking for a sandy day out, this is the place to come. You've got this wild dog Wow, look at the speed. Brilliant. Here we go. Let's slide on down. I'm afraid there's no train station in Cambers Sands, so if you do want to get the train down here, you have to get a train to Rye and then get a bus from there. Should mention though, no barbecues allowed on the dunes, so don't do it, eh? The beach has actually been used for filming locations, one of which, my personal favourite, the 1967 carry-on film Follow That Camel, and they disguised this as the Sahara Desert. Pretty good. And also the 1958 film Dunkirk, when they were filming a scene to recreate Operation Dynamo. Also the album cover of Bucks Fizz's album I Hear Talk. That photograph was taken here, so all sorts. There's Bryony. I'm knackered.
Where you been?
I went to the river. So that's Red Zone C. Lifeguard hut there. They just announced there's no lifeguards on duty today, so don't do anything you might regret, like a belly flop. But if you walk up Red Zone C, you get to the car park where we parked, which I'll show you now. That great place to have a picnic or drink a can of Thunderbird. I was worried there'd be no space in this car park, but look, hundreds and hundreds. So here we are, Rye Harbour there, where I mentioned earlier, and Rye up there. Can you believe it? Just gonna get a quick coffee in here. 2 delicious coffees from TGM's kiosk, and a lovely bench to sit on. They did do beer in there on the tap. It's a bit too early for a Moretti though. And those toilets are closed. You do get the impression around here some of this has not changed at all since the 1990s. Very old school, very traditional seaside type buildings. This is Camber Western car park. You can pay on the Ringo app, which I did. It is a huge car park. I mean, look, that's where we just got our coffee over there. So those toilets aren't in operation, but there are facilities this end as well on those really busy summer days when everyone needs the toilet. Parking was £8 for 3 hours, which is insanity, but you know, you've got to roll with the punches. But look, those people up there, that is a steep climb up to the beach. We were lucky we went down that way. It still knackered me, but it wasn't as bad as that. It's like Kilimanjaro. We're walking along the road now. Let's have a look. Imagine that as your balcony.
For sale.
Yes, for sale. Imagine living there. These look new as well. Imagine hanging your washing up on the balcony. There's the Owl pub, which I had my eye on when I was looking at best places to eat and drink in Camber. Again, I'm blown away by some of these houses. The only thing is, if there's a balcony, the view's kind of onto there. Not necessarily a bad thing. At least you don't have to look over at any neighbours. It's weird, you wouldn't suspect the beach is just over that hill there. Rye Bar and Grill up there, like Dino's Bar and Grill. The boys are back in town. Look at that bird mess on the roof. When you gotta go, you gotta go. God. Do you they're holiday cottages or something? Another car park there, inhabited by squawkies. June's Bar doesn't look like it's open at the moment. You can get up to the beach through there. It's just crazy, isn't it? And again, that beanbag on the balcony. Camber Church there, in all of its glory. It looks quite modern, but Bryony's pointed out the old Pontins buildings behind here, and she came on holiday here a few times when she was younger. It's just like a blast from the past, and you can't get in there now, but you can see over in the back there the old apartments. So I think at the moment it's literally just abandoned, that crocodile thing in the window. Cash prize bingo, leisure activities and top class cabaret. Yeah, state of that. Very eerie, especially that bird looking out from the entrance. or duck, whatever that is. For Bryony, this is her childhood flashing before her eyes. Apparently closed with immediate effect in November 2023. So it's just been sitting there for a year and a half. How sad. A giraffe head. Of course, if you have any memories from Pontins or any memories of coming on holidays to Cambers Sands, please do leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. I mean, as I said, this is the kind of place that feels like it never changes. So seeing the massive Pontins that's closed down is quite sad. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Any memories of Cambers Sands? Anything. Oh, look at this. Proper traditional pie and mash shop. Is that open? Is it still open? Does anyone know? Leave a comment down below. The Nisa's closed as well. Everything's closed. Yeah, I know. Everything's closed, but BJ's on the beach is open. Good old BJ's. That, with the wind chimes, was creepy. Especially with no one's around. Very weird. Fish and chips, Indian takeaway, a deli there that's not open. Look at the Camber Castle pub there. That's a proper old school pub, innit? Look at the letters outside. Those gnomes out the front. It's like Norbot from Wallace and Gromit. Ta-da! So I guess there is another holiday park around the back of this. Johnson's Field. So you see the dunes are over at the back there. You can see a holiday park over the back there. We made it back down to the beach and this side is a lot busier. Behind me there, Kit Kat Cafe, and they do draft beer as well. So if you're coming down here, there's no end to the draft beer possibilities. I fancy a draft beer now. Beach bar, yes. It is a lot livelier down in this bit. All the way down there is obviously where I was at the start. So this is Central Car Park, a lot busier than the last. Again, play on the Ringo app if you dare. These look very new. Don't you just like those shops with just loads of, what's it called? Beach toot out the front. Just love it. Yeah, that bit was a lot more lively. Too much busyness for me. I was thinking of going to the beach bar, but instead I had my heart set on the owl, so let's go and have a look at the owl. Well, just had a pint in the sun, absolutely fantastic. The owl was definitely the best choice of place to go. Bryony's saying that is the best burger she's had. I think it was very good fish and chips as well. Great service, very friendly and very quiet as well, which I was not expecting. Pretty reasonably priced as well. I think it was £19 for both meals. Basically the bill came to 49 quid in total, so I'm not complaining with that. This is the Gallivant, one of the top 100 places to visit as rated by the Times. Very swanky. Oh, finally, Broomhill Sands car park. Brilliant, free parking, no toilets. This is a mile down the road. And after settling my king's thirst for the dusty brew, just thought we'd come and have a quick look here because it looks pretty incredible. Apart from a free massive car park, and I didn't think there'd be any spaces there, and there was. Look at the views out here. She beat me to it. walk down some steps. You are on the most insane beach. A bit of shingle up here, but look at the sea out there. A bit damp in this area. I'm sure there's a few winkles down here. And to think just over a mile back that way is where we started. It'd also be a good place to go looking for shells. Is that a shell or a horse's hoof? I don't know. The most rarest of shells here, in fact, it's actually a dustbin lid. To sum it up briefly, where we started, that stretch of beach, definitely one of the best beaches I've seen, and this, to be fair. The only bit I wasn't so keen on was the central bit, because that was very, very busy. As you know, with me, I like the very quiet, weirder places. It pretty much blew me away with the abandoned Pontins and sort of random pie and mash shops and BJs on the beach. It's all very, very weird. One thing I forgot to mention as well, of course, is that Cambers Sands is home to Caravan Club. And if you've watched The In-Betweeners, you know Jay Cartwright always used to come on holiday down here. Guys, again, if you're from Camber, anything I've missed out today, please let me know in the comments. I'll definitely be coming back later in the summer to have a proper sunbathe down here and get my tan on. What I do find fascinating is that this is so close to the Kent border. If you keep on walking around there, you eventually get to Lydd, and then Dungeness around the corner, and then that stretch of Dymchurch and Hythe, Sandgate, Folkestone. We're literally so close to that bit. Lovely, nice, ruined shoes. My shoes. Do you remember in that episode of The In-Betweeners at Caravan Club, Will gets his shoes stolen by some kids and he says, "My shoes!" Here we are at the water. Oh, you could literally be abroad right now. This is insane. Absolutely love it. Finally, the water. It's very calm, calm seas. I don't know where it is, but apparently at very low tide you can see a shipwreck somewhere. You don't think that's it over in the distance, is it? Looks a bit small to be a shipwreck. So another episode is over. I am shattered from walking up those dunes earlier. I hope this video here has persuaded you to give Cambers Sands in East Sussex a go. I would highly recommend this place if you're looking for a beach day. In the actual summer months, like June through to August, this place is going to be packed. So get down here while you can and enjoy this completely deserted beach. Well, down here anyway. Please give me a like, please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ra.